Boys, we are back with another video, and it's been a while. I was sick. I did one live stream because I was like, whoa, guys, I'm feeling a little bit better. And then bam shalam, I had pneumonia and the flu, which my whole house ended up getting, including both kids, the wife, and my mom. So not a super fun time in our house, in the Misery household. Hopefully you guys are staying happy and healthy. I am feeling better. I'm on the up and up. I got a little bit of a cough, trying to finally get back into the content grind. Obviously it's been, gosh, several weeks since I've even made a video or even just the one time I went live. So I am alive, looking a little pale actually, a little pale, but I guess that's what happens when you stay inside for about a week. But we have leaks today that I want to talk about. So let's get straight to it. Let's get into it. So this is over on, now again, this is leaks. This is not confirmed information from Blizzard. That is very important to stress because there is information that I know that I cannot share. And of course, there is stuff that will be announced officially from Blizzard. This is not that. This is just leaks provided to us from people on Reddit. So this looks like it was from Bud EKJ on the Diablo Immortal subreddit. So let's get into it. Some of this is not new leaks. Some of it is old, but let's just cover it all. So one is a new BG mode will be introduced. This will replace the current BG within 2 months after introduction. Again, we know that they're very openly working on a new PvP Battleground mode, so that's not a surprise to us. I don't know about fully getting rid of the other one. That is some news to me, admittedly. If that is true, but again, these are leaks or could be lost interpretation or translation even. So the map is larger than our current BG. Okay. Roshan-like boss in the middle rewards a buff to killing team. Okay. No more attacking / defending. The statue distance and mechanics are same for both teams. So what can we get out of this? It should lead to a more balanced game style because it's not a push, pull, attack, defense type mode. It seems like there is still going to be statues, and the distance and mechanics are the same for both sides. So there's not a favorite side or a preferred side because they're exactly the same. It sounds like, without saying it, that it could be symmetrical, but they're still statues. So that's interesting. I wonder if we're going to see phases like we saw in the last Battlegrounds. I don't know. So we'll remain AV8 despite having a larger map. I don't hate that. Again, I guess it just kind of depends on the map, right? I mean, we know that there's going to be some amount of a PvE style boss in the middle based off what they set up here, and that it's going to give you some type of a buff, and then there's going to be statues. So I have no idea what it's going to look like outside of, ideally it's symmetrical, hopefully, and that it's going to be the same size people or same amount of people, bigger map. So that'll be interesting. High attack fountain prevents spawn camping. Fountain is not a phrase that I think I've heard used in Diablo Immortal language before, but it is language that's used in that of what's Riot's games, League of Legends. That is the only fountain that I've ever heard is the base. So if we were to assume that is the same, that means the fountain is going to be where you spawn, essentially, and it is going to have a higher attack to prevent people from just spawn camping you as soon as you spawn. Interesting. That could be good. Could be bad. I don't know. I mean, generally speaking, like the prevention of spawn camping is going to be seen as a good thing. So I'm in favor of this. All right. So that's all of number one. Number two is outdoor PK. I'm assuming that means player kill. So player kill / PvP area that was leaked last December. So this was I guess they're going to talk about it. Overworld PK and clan occupation gameplay introduction. We are introducing a new player versus player gameplay mode that includes outdoor combat or PK, player killing, I'm assuming, and clan occupation battles. The goal of this test is to evaluate player enjoyment and assess how well players can engage with this mode, which, yeah. So the gameplay, at least as in this leaks, is initiating outdoor combat. To start a fight in the outdoor setting, players can activate combat mode using either their red item in their backpack or the portrait icon located in the upper left corner of the screen. So those of you similar to myself that have played World of Warcraft, there is a toggle you can put on by right-clicking on your icon at the top left of, or wherever your icon is, because you can change it in World of Warcraft. You can right-click it and then enable PvP, which means you are then flagged for PvP, which means if anyone from a different faction sees you, or maybe in this case, a different clan sees you, you can be attacked on site as if you were a mob in Diablo Immortal. Now, that is based off that description is exactly how I would assume this would work, but you turn it on either by the red item in our bag or by toggling on the PvP. Now, the cool thing with PvP in WoW, when you toggle it on and off, World of Warcraft, is that it gives you more experience. So there is a direct inherent benefit to toggling it on because you're going to be getting more stuff. That'd be cool if we had that in Diablo Immortal. Let's continue reading. All right. So that is initiating outdoor combat. Rewards for defeating opponents. Upon defeating other players, you can collect the equipment they drop, adding an element of risk and reward to each encounter. All right, so I saw Echo's video earlier talking about this and how he thought that we would actually be losing our actual like gear. I would be, I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I would bet heavily that that is not going to be the case. I don't see a world where we have built our characters for the last almost 3 years now, and then we're going to lose some of that progression just by flagging into a PvP realm. What I interpret this to be is going to be very similar to what we currently have in Diablo Immortal in the Alley of Blood, or the Alley of Blood, where once you kill either a statue or a tower for the other team or another player, you get like that dust or that additional power that gives you, I think it's attack and life or attack and size. And so it's a power inside the game, but if somebody kills you, you drop half of that dust or whatever it is. So I think this is going to be very similar to that. That is an existing mechanic within Diablo Immortal. It kind of fits in the realm of this outdoor mechanic. So like if you kill a player, you get some of that dust. It gives you some more additional maybe size and damage, or maybe just life and damage. That way is also sort of combating or similar to resonance, boosting both life and damage. But then you're not losing anything that you've actually grinded for. You're just losing a inherent buff in this zone. I think that makes sense. That means basically the longer you stay in this zone, you can collect more of this powder and or dust from defeating players, and then thus making you even stronger. So if I spend all day farming players in the game, I'm going to be a lot stronger than somebody who just came home from work and decided to go, oh, let's check out this new zone, and then bam, shalam, misery, no life, dipping, and beats you up. That's what I interpret this to be. I could be dead wrong, but if I were to guess or bet, that is what I assume that to be. All right, combat in the red zone. In design red zones, combat becomes even more intense. Players automatically enter PK or player kill. Okay, there you go, player kill mode without the need for red items. Okay, so additionally, the equipment drop rate in these zones is significantly higher, making them high stakes areas for advanced players. So this is very similar to what I was saying about World of Warcraft, where basically you go into the zone, but you don't have to toggle it on or off. But as soon as you step foot into the zone, you are flagged for PvP. But there are more mobs, and you will thus get more rewards. I like this. I do like that they call out the fact that it's for more advanced players, because I could see beginner players or realistically low spenders going in this area and getting very much defeated, literally and figuratively and mentally, and maybe even quitting over it. But this is intended to be a benefit for those players that have been playing for a long time, that have a little bit stronger of an account, to truly reward them. So again, you have to kind of balance the pay to win versus free to play models here, and I think they're doing it here because this also will likely remove those same pay to win players from other farming areas in Diablo Immortal. So I think this is a win-win. You're giving the players that want a harder challenge, that like PvP a little bit more, that maybe have a little bit more resonance. You're giving them more rewards for being in the zone and allowing them to potentially just fight each other, which is really cool. But also freeing up space in other aspects of the game or on the map. So I like that a lot. That makes a lot of sense. Flag occupation mechanics. During gameplay, capturing flags allow players to accumulate power. Okay, so that is basically what I was saying. A resource that serves as the starting score for clan wars. Oh wait, this is different. This creates an ongoing incentive for strategic play in the outdoor PK environment. So this is how it's like flags. Now again, they had a very similar mechanic in World of Warcraft, where there were like 3 or 4 different places you could hold as a faction, Horde versus Alliance. And then the longer you held it, the more points you got, blah, blah, blah. So it sounds like it's gonna be that sort of mechanic. All right, clan wars are centered around 2 primary activities: capturing points. By occupying key areas of the map, your clan earns valuable points. Flag submissions. Collecting and turning in flag boosts your clan's power reserves. Interesting. The accumulated power is used to determine the final standings. Clans that win these wars are rewarded with significant bonuses, including gold coins, experience points, enhancing their progress in the game. Interesting. That last part is interesting. Maybe it's battle pass. I don't know. So this is interesting. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm still recovering. I'm trying to mute as many times as I cough. I like my main question here is this: is it going to be ever going? Like, is this clan war where you sort of go into the clan war and it's just live 24 hours a day for as long as this event is going on? Or is it going to be a set amount of time that you have to do it, like you do like a tower war or a shadow war or something like that? That'll be interesting because part of me thinks it'd be kind of cool to have a experience where it does tailor to real lifetime, where it maybe it's just going for 24 total hours, and then you sort of, it's similar to other games like Clash of Clans, or well, not really Clash of Clans, but other games where there's like tower defense, or not tower defense, but like kingdom builders. That's what I was thinking of, where you could be attacked at any time, and you have to use strategy to determine, oh, I wonder if they are offline at this time, and that'd be kind of cool, a little different for Diablo Immortal, which is what we, or at least I, typically enjoy about Diablo Immortal, is that it's constantly pushing the envelope for new and different game modes. So that'd be cool and interesting. Or we could just get a similar to Shadow Wars, where we have to be on at a certain time. I tend to get frustrated at like having to be online in a game at a certain time, because again, we all have lives, we all have work, we all have things to do, but it feels very punishing when you can't make it at those times, or it feels like you're letting down your teams. So hopefully it's not that, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. All right, number 3, combat loyalty system revamped. Not sure if this is related to the loyalty reward essence revamp. I believe it is. With my understanding, this has been vocally discussed, hopefully, that it is being changed, the loyalty system. So I think that's what that is. New legendary gems, 1 5-star, 1 2-star, and 1 1-star. All right, so it's about that time of year again, I guess you could say, for us to get new legendary gems. Upgrade cosmetic appearance interface. Sure, we have a lot of appearances, we have a lot of cosmetics, and maybe it's getting a little jumbled on screen. So yeah, all right, whatever. Class balances, sure. Revamping some essences. I hope this is revamping old essences that are maybe not being used at all. That would make a lot of sense to me, because then you can rebuild builds that are maybe not good anymore. That could be exciting. Imagine like a wizard beam build that maybe isn't as meta as it used to be, but now could be good again. That could be fun. I like that. So that's it for the leaks that we have on here. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, this is pretty exciting stuff. I'm not hating any of it, and I think that this is all pretty cool. It seems like it's definitely going to be a major update. This is March 20th to 24th. I didn't even notice that at first. So that puts us at the end of this month right now as of time recording. It is March 5th. I'll probably push this live right away because I haven't had a video go live in almost a month. So yeah, we have a few weeks before this, so I would anticipate patch notes probably on the 24th. No, wait, this is 20th. Maybe patch notes a week from Monday, the 17th. I don't know. More to come for sure. I think this is really exciting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you like that I'm alive and making content again, let me know in the comments as well, because I missed you guys, man. I don't know when I'll be live again, but I definitely miss at least making videos. So see you later. Bye.